Hey everybody, it's Andy's free guitar chart videos here, and I got an opportunity to teach another class today, which I wasn't ready for, but found out my wife was going out to church, so here I am. I can bring this technology to you. I'm not a guru because a guru is something that I associate with something else, more like an American guitar player, and I want to know the best way to play these things, and then once I learn them, if I am going to play them, to try and get a groove or a beat going. And I have my guitar here. First thing I do is I tune to C. I'm going to turn that up just a little bit. Okay, and then maybe just explain that since my guitar is down C tuned, I'm going to play, I'm going to have the capo there when I need to do the E stuff, which I do need to do that stuff. So it'd be E, A, D, G. Now then there's just a third between the D and the G. And we're going to learn about third today, but not in the tuning, not with the tuning differential. We're going to focus on the third right here in this little grid right here, this big grid. It's called Start Caged from Any Shape. And as you can see, let's just look at one that has the C up here, right? Or maybe the C here. We got, this is just like the tuning of a guitar. A, D, G, that starts, say, from A. Alright, so where would it be? It would be like right here, It'd be A, D, G, C, then E, then A. Isn't that interesting? That's like the magic stack. Because what it means is if I start an A-shaped, here's an A-shaped pentatonic scale, but we're going to find out that we can extend that to arpeggios that are cage bound within that pentatonic scale. So anything that is bound by that pentatonic scale can also be applied to this, the functioning of this chart. The above start caged pentatonic from any string chart works for the relative minors too. And then it gets a little complicated because when we do a pentatonic scale from one string, let's say from the bottom string, A shape, okay, if we start that on the second string, that same note, okay, but we're going to start it from the second string, it becomes a D shape because of the tuning warp there. And similarly, if we start that same A shape from the third string, I'm going to remove the capo just so we can access these things. So the A shape, we're looking for a D on the G on the third string. I'm just doing the A shapes from the D. Why? Because when you play an A, an open A on your guitar, when you play an A, I'm talking this: C sharp, A, C sharp, E. It's actually the second inversion. This E, your lowest note on the guitar, becomes the fifth. That's why when I'm looking to play an easy fifth in the key of C, I'm looking for the red note, which is the G. So if I start that A shape from the third string, it becomes a G. Watch this. Now we know the A shape. What is it? It starts on the fifth. It goes 5, 6, 7, 2. Now it has to warp up. Did we start it on the third string there? A shape. Okay, second string. Third string. 5, 6, root 2. That's your A shape. Now we have to warp it up for E, G, A, C. Down here. 5, 6, root 2, E, G, A, C. 5, 6, root 2. But now we have to warp up the E, G. And then same interval. This is an S2L, right? 3, 5, 6, root. So it becomes a G shape. The only difference is let's look at this. If we start, let's say, a G shape, okay, from the, all right, let me explain. These are going up in fourths, right? So if I start a G shape from the second string, I go up a fourth to a C. If I start a G shape from the third string, I go up another fourth? No. There's an anomaly in this chart that C always goes to E. And it's almost like if you look at it from the A shaped, if you put the capo on the A there, as it goes up, it goes A, D, G, C, E. Because of the third here. That's one way to look at it. So that's the only anomaly. So let's say we start a C shape from the second string, it's only going to go to an E shape. Okay, because it's almost like caged, but it isn't caged. Cage goes up this way, horizontally along the neck. When you're moving entire cage shapes up, the C goes to an E. So let's just show that. We got our C shape, 3, 5, 6, root, 2, 3, 5, 6, warp over for the root 2, and then back to an S2L, 3, 5. That's our C shape right there. You know, our little C chord up here. And that's your... By the way, there's no hurry. I shouldn't be getting, you know... Alright? If we start that same shape from that same E on the second string, it becomes an E shape. Here's your C. It's an S2L right here, and then it goes into an S3L, S3S. Oh, gotta warp it up. There's your C. Okay, so this was S2L, S3S bottom, S3S middle, warped up S3S top, S2L, S3S bottom, S3S middle, warped up S3S top. And then it really goes 7 root 2, right, with that full S3L, and then S2L bottom. Up here, if we start it from here, S2L complete. Alright, 2, 3, S3S bottom, S3S middle warped up, S3S top, root 2, just following in fourths there. That is an E shape. So there's an anomaly there, but you can predict it. Alright, so, you know, with the G shape, if you do it on the third string, it's going to go G goes to C and C goes to E. Everything, well, we don't want to harp on that on the third there, but the rest of them are in fourths. E shape from the third string, you go up 2 fourths. Okay, so our E shape starts on root. Okay. All right. When we want to go up 2 strings, we're going to go E to A to D. So from the third string, if I start that root on the third string, it's going to be a D shape. It's predictable, but there's more to it. If we are concerned with the relative minors of these shapes, now we've got 4 things to keep in mind. And when we're dealing with minor arpeggios, that's when it gets interesting. Alright, so we've explained how